Okay, our objective for today, I can solve and graph multi-step one variable inequalities. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. I can solve and graph multi-step one variable inequalities. So today we're going to continue just adding more steps to what we already started with. And basically today we're going to start looking at inequalities where they have variables on both sides of the inequality symbol. So check this out. We already know what inequalities are, so we don't need a Freire model. We already know the steps, is that correct? Simplify, isolate, plot, and check. We're still using the same steps. So, copy this. Example 1a. It says, solve the inequality and graph the solutions. Y less than 4y plus 18. Copy that, and then we'll do this one together. Go. Line down the inequality symbol. There it is. So if this was an equation, where would we start? With a variable. Which variable? Okay. Think about it, guys. If this was an equation, which variable do we start with? 1y, is that correct? So therefore we subtract 1y from each side. We're left with 0 less than or equal to 3y plus 18. What do we do from there? Subtract 18. We're left with negative 18 less than or equal to 3y. And our last step, divide by 3. We're left with negative 6 less than or equal to y. Hold on. Did we divide or multiply by a negative? No, so it stays the same. So let's write our solution set first before we graph. Solution set of y such that, now check this out, look how I'm going to write it. Remember when we started with inequalities that I said I want the dividing point on the right-hand side, is that correct? So where's the dividing point here? On the left-hand side. So therefore I'm going to write y first, which is this one. Then the arrows pointing to the right, and then negative 6. Let's see. Do you able to see what I did? Basically, I rewrote this here, but where y was first. Let's graph this. 0. Our dividing point is negative 6. Is that an open or closed point? Close, so it's included in the solution set. So I'm going to test 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to negative 6? Yes, it did work, so that means I'm going to shade everything in that direction. Yes? All right. Let's move on. Let's go to the example 1b. Copy this one. For this next one, so you don't have to copy the instructions to copy the inequality, since you already have the instructions, yes? Here we go. Copy this one, example 1b. 4m minus 3 less than 2m plus 6. So, let me help you out with the first step. There you go. So, once again, think about it. If it was an equation, where would you start? Don't say it out loud. And see if you can solve that by yourself. Go. I'll give you guys 40 seconds. Copy that and solve. All right, help me with this one, please. Julian. What do I do from there? What's that? Where do I start? We can't simplify here or here, therefore we need to get all variables to one side. Where do I start? Start with the smallest variable. What is the smallest variable? 2m, so we subtract 2m, subtract 2m. We're left with 2m minus 3 less than 6. From there, everyone, add 3, we're left with 2m less than 9, divide by 2, m less than 4.5. Hands if you got that. Okay. Solution set, here we go. You should have written solution set of m such that m is less than 4.5. In our graph, 0. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 4, here's 5. 4.5 is in between those two. Is it an open or closed point? Open. And which one do you want me to test? 5 or 4? 5, okay. What is 5 less than 4.5? No, it didn't work that way, so therefore we shade to the left. How we doing? Okay. Let's do another one. Do this in the next one by yourself. Example 1C. 4x greater than or equal to 7x plus 6. Solve. Write your solution set in graph. You have 30 seconds. Go. All right, let's see. Walk us through this one. How about Leilani? What do I do? Oh, let me help you with the first step. Minus 7x on both sides. I couldn't hear. Sorry. Go ahead, Leilani. Continue. Less than or equal to 6. Did we multiply or divide by a negative? No, so therefore the sign stays the same. You see what I'm saying? We only switch it when we multiply or divide. So continue. By negative 3. And we're left with? Less than or equal to negative 2? Okay. Hands if you got that. That is correct. Now check this out. Why did it work? Let me explain to you why it worked. Even though she started with the greatest variable, let me take you back to the beginning. Look up, please. Remember when we started with equations that I said equations come from scales. Then when I showed you that inequalities also come from scales. Therefore, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So here, it doesn't matter where she started, as long as she did the same thing to both sides, she'll get the same answer. The only thing, who noticed here that she had to flip it because she was working with a negative number? Did you have to flip it? No. And let me tell you why, because you work with positive numbers. Now, who is more likely to make a mistake when we get to the parties? The one using negatives, right? That's what I was trying for you guys to avoid, but you get the same answer. So always start with the smallest variable, so like that you avoid making mistakes, okay? So, with that said, write your, let's see, help me with the solution set. What do you get for your solution set, Victor? X such that That is correct. In our graph, let's do the graph. Help me with that one, Marcos. -2 is right here. That's our dividing point. Is it a closed or an open point? Closed. Which direction? To the left. Okay. Which point did you test in order for you to know why it's going in that direction? You tested 3. Is 3 less than or equal to -2? No, this is not true. That's why it didn't work and he went that way. Very good. Do this next one by yourself. Example 1D. 5t minus 1 less than -2t minus 6. You know how to do this one by yourself? Go. Copy that and solve. Okay, how about Shayna? Hold on. Walk us through the process. Okay. Okay, but this is a negative, so what is add 2t? Add 2t. Continue. Subtract 1 from both sides. We're left with 7t less than t is less than -1. Hands if you got that. That is correct. What's your solution set? T such that that is correct. And our graph 0, -1. Is it an open or closed point? Open. And which direction? That is correct. Hands if you got all of those 3. Okay, good. All right, so we got this, right? All right, let's move on to some funner stuff. Copy this one, please. Example 2A. Huh? Example 2A. You don't have to copy out everything, just copy the black text. I'll give you guys some time to do that. Go. You're welcome. Yes. All right, let's go over this one together. Here we go. It says, the home cleaning company charges $312 to power wash the siding of a house, plus $12 for each window. Power Clean, which is another company, charges $36 per window, and the price includes power washing the siding, which means they're not charging extra for the siding. How many windows must a house have to make the total cost from the home cleaning company less expensive than the power cleaning company? So first of all, how many different companies are they talking about? 2. We have the home cleaning company, underline that, and the power clean company. Okay? Let's circle now for the home cleaning company the cost. So it's $312 right off the bat, and they charge $12 per window. All right. For the power clean company, they charge $36 per window. But do they have any extra charge other than that? No. All right. So with that said, Let's go to our table. So how many companies? 2. So 2 lines down. 1, 2, 1 across. And this one we're going to label for the first company, HCC, Home Cleaning Company. This one is PC for Power Clean. And right here we're going to write total. Remember this table? We've been using these? Yeah. All right, so for the Home Cleaning Company, how much per window? Do we know how many windows? So we write 12 what? X. And how much else do they charge? Plus 312. Okay, so that's for them. What's that? It is good money, yeah. Let's see. There you go. Power Clean charges 36 per window. Do we know how many windows? No, so we're going to write what? 36 what? X. All right. So, with green, I'm going to underline what they want me to answer for the question. It says, how many windows, that's the question, how many windows must a house have to make the total cost what? Less expensive. So from the Home Cleaning Company, less expensive than the Power Clean Company. So which of these two is the Home Cleaning Company? The first one, 12x plus 312. So let's write our inequality right here. We got 12x plus 312. Why less than? Because it says here what? Less. That is correct. And on the other side is 36x. You guys know how to solve this? Bam! All right, I'll give you guys 40 seconds to solve that, please. Go. Copy and solve. Go. Let's see, Nadeshta, what'd you get? 13 less than x. Hans, have you got that? What does that mean, though? More than 13 what? Windows. Windows. Home plate for tonight is found on pages 104 and 106. Have a good one, everyone. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Why?